Back to Matt Patrick.
Greed is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit.
No, it doesn't. The protesters from Wall Street that have occupied Wall Street for over 3 weeks are coming to Houston. Joining me right now is one of the organizers of Occupy Houston, Dustin Phipps. Dustin, welcome to Houston's Morning News.
Good morning, Mr. Patrick.
It is great to have you on, Dustin. Now, have you been listening this morning?
Yes, I have been listening for a few moments.
All right. You know that I want to embrace you. I want to open my conservative arms, and I want to welcome you and everyone that will be protesting. Are you planning on being in downtown Houston for more than 2 or 3 weeks? Because I'm just curious. I need to know what to go out and buy.
Well, that's really not for me to say at this point. The purpose of convening in front of City Hall is to make those determinations with the input of the community of Houston. So you're welcome to join us.
Okay. No, and believe me, if I get the time, I will certainly come down there. You'll recognize me because do you have a job? I mean, do you work or go to school?
Actually, I'd like to take a moment to speak a little bit about the composition of this movement. It's extremely diverse, and for my own part, I myself am a veteran of Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. I served in the United States Navy. I'm currently a medical student down here at the University of Houston, and we have people who are working with us that are self-employed, that are students trying to take exams in between organizing for this thing, that may be retired, that may be currently out of work. Yes, we have older folks, we have younger folks. We have folks showing up late at night so that they can participate after they get off work.
Well, let me just first of all, let me thank you for your service to this country. That is important that I do that because I appreciate your service, and there is nothing more noble than serving this country. I thank you for that. Then let me ask you this, and I tell you what, let me hang on here so that I can do what I need to do, and then I want you to think about this during the quick break that we're going to take. As someone that has fought for this country, why is it that you seem to be protesting against the very things that our founders set forth in the Constitution, the very thing that you put your life on the line for, Dustin? It seems this is what you are fighting against. And I'll read some of the things that are on the manifesto, and you can speak to those and give me your answer. Hang on for me real quick, because I'm anxious to hear what Dustin has to say. But
your Houston Morning News with Matt Patrick continues.
KTRH News Time is 7:22. Dustin Phipps joins me. He is a veteran. He is a medical student, I believe you told me, and you are also one of the organizers of the Occupy Houston rally. So why, Dustin, as a veteran and a bright young man, why would you protest against the very things that this country is, it was put forth for? I mean, this is what this country was founded on.
No, Mr. Patrick. The country was not founded on a system whereby parasitic capital rots out the democratic process that our forefathers put forth to us. I mean, I don't believe that the people in the federal government are speaking for me right now. Are they speaking for you? I don't think so. And the purpose of this demonstration is simply to open a discussion and to allow, working men and women in this country to stand up and say what they believe.
Dustin, with all due respect, as I'm looking at this manifesto, one of the demands is free college education. You said you're a medical student. I'm sure that's very expensive. I don't know if that's something that you believe in as well. I know there's a couple of different manifestos, but I got this off the website. One of the demands, guaranteed living wage regardless of employment, which says to me that whether people are working or not, they should have a living wage. Dustin, in no way did our founders want that for this country.
Mr. Patrick, I'd like to stress the fact that whatever document may be present on the website, it is considered an organic document. I may not necessarily agree with every demand that has been articulated there. And what we want to do, again, I must stress, is to facilitate a conversation. Anyone who doesn't agree with what may be on the website right now is welcome to come out and vote it down.
So what do you want then, Dustin? What do you want J.P. Morgan Chase to do? What do you want Wall Street to do? What do you want rich people to do?
Well, I'd like for there to be a system. Now, again, I got to step back because I cannot speak for this movement. This, again, is a community effort. So I can only
What do you want? I want to know what you want. What do you want from me? I mean, what do you want me to know?
We want to facilitate a conversation. So you are welcome to come out.
Well, we're having it right now. We're having that conversation. So now that you have this conversation and on a radio station that can be heard in most of Texas, what do you want? Tell me what you want.
Again, Mr. Patrick, it is not up to me to speak for them.
Who should I talk to, Dustin?
Again, Mr. Patrick, you come out and participate in the General Assembly that we'll be holding.
I can't talk to 100 people at the same time, so I'm talking to you. Just give me one thing that you would like us to take away. You want to occupy Houston, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. What is it that you want me to do? What is give me a message of some kind. See, go ahead.
I think the spirit of this organization, this movement, is to show people that democracy is hard work. You can't just put a ballot in a box and expect everything to work like magic. You have to hold your representatives accountable for what they're doing.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Democracy is hard work, but much of what is on here suggests not working at all. Dustin, hang on for me. I may do something I've never done and carry you through yet another break. So hang on for me. We'll see if you've got the time. I want to continue talking with Dustin. We may be getting somewhere.
Back to Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 7:36. Dustin Phipps joining me this morning, and Dustin is one of the organizers of the Occupy Houston rally. Said this earlier.
The spirit of this organization, this movement, is to show people that democracy is hard work. You can't just put a ballot in a box and expect everything to work like magic. You have to hold your representatives accountable for what they're doing.
Dustin joins me. I've actually done something I don't normally do, and that's hold him over actually through the news break. And Dustin, thanks for taking the time. He's agreed to stay with us. Dustin is also a veteran of this country. Again, I thank you for your service to this great nation. That is important that you hear me say that. You also say that you're a medical student from UH. Is that correct?
Well, I'm a pre-medical student.
A pre-med student at UH. So you're someone that is a bright young man, certainly. And we appreciate your time. I was asking you, Dustin, what it is that you want me to know. What is the message? With the Tea Party, it was taxed enough already. No more big government. No more taxes. No more spending. What is your mantra as you occupy downtown Houston? What is it you want me to know?
Again, it's an open forum that we're inviting the entire community of Houston to have their voice heard. I want to see what the community of Houston has to say, because I may not necessarily know. You know, I have my own circle of friends. You have your own circle of friends, and the point of this event. So you bring us all together.
So you just want to protest for the sake of protesting. You have no real agenda. You have no real message. You just want to get together and protest because it sounds like a cool idea.
Mr. Patrick, I'm bringing my own ideas to the table.
Give me one of yours. Give me. Let me hear one of Dustin's ideas. I know you don't speak for the organization, but give me one of yours.
Well, I for one, the economic system that we're using right now has become corrupted by parasitic capital that is not conducive.
I got that. How do we change it? And I'm just up against the clock, but how do we change it?
That's a complicated problem, Mr. Patrick.
Should we give everyone free college education? I'm just reading off the manifesto here on the website. Free college education, yes or no?
Well, as I'm speaking here as a representative of the organization, I'm not going to make those kind of...
Just you speak as Dustin, yes or no? Free college education, would you like that?
Speaking for myself, I would say no.
No, okay.
However, that is not representative of the, opinions of the organization.
How about a guaranteed living wage whether I'm working or not? Yes or no? In Dustin's opinion, yes or no?
I would say that those kind of questions are complicated, Mr. Patrick. And yes or no,
it's pretty easy. I mean, just yes or no. It's not really that hard. Do you think that people should get a living wage whether they work or not? It's on the manifesto. I mean,
let me ask you a question. I mean, is it really conducive to even within our current paradigm? Is it really conducive to a happy, healthy American country and economy to have bonuses of $6 billion.
But you're not answering my. These bonuses were earned by people that went to work every day and earned them, Dustin.
When Bank of America acquired Merrill Lynch in 2008, I believe, over the following economic year, Merrill Lynch did nothing but hemorrhage money. And at the end of such time, they were awarded billion-dollar bonuses, $6 billion. Is that earned? No, it's cronyism. It's crony capitalism, sir,
right.
And it is not conducive to a strong, healthy American economy.
All right, Dustin. I'm glad to hear you get passionate, and I've got to run. I thank you. We look forward to seeing what takes place tomorrow, and I welcome you back on the show, my friend. Thanks for taking the time.
You don't need to bring me any deodorant because I have my own, sir.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear. All right, Dustin. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.